real quick, Vix, if you could give people a quick synopsis on what eager is.
Please.
Oh, okay. EAGER is an acronym. It stands for European Americans Growing, Engaging, and Reconditioning. We are deconstructing white supremacy from our lives, funding and promoting anti-racism education, and forming a pro-humanity, proactive community. That's what we're doing. We have a whole network in the cloud and Signal, where you can deconstruct together, talk about different things. It's a really great thing. We've been able to really come together and really start to talk about the hard stuff. It's been good.
What led you to this? What?
It started with Kokai no Sekir's challenge to anti-racism students to pay their educators on TikTok. He asked us to get together with our friends and send $5 each week to a different educator. Yes.
For those that are unfamiliar with him, you know him as Royal Star Mastery on TikTok, and once a month we do a series together on basically wisdom through history. So yeah, y'all are familiar with him.
Okay. I mean, I know, like, you know.
It's okay. So what he did is he asked us to pay our educators, and what we found in doing that is that it was a great place to like start having these conversations. And then shortly after that, we started planning his tour across the country to ignite European Americans to start an anti-racism movement among themselves.
Hey,
and so that's what we've
pay your commentators.
And
pay your commentators.
5 people can get together with $5, I'll be all right.
There's like, how many of us are there? But like, there's certain ones of us that have been there.
There's 4 foundational educators. Taz is one of those. Kokai is one. So is Desiree B. Stevens and Matthew Reynolds.
God, I love Desiree.
They've been really supportive of EAGER from the beginning and have really helped me and the folks in EAGER really determine how we're going to move forward. Also, we added a new foundational educator, which is Maria. She's been really helpful in our national chat, trying to get white folks to really think about how they talk about different things. So that's been really great.
Oh, I know that has to be.
And they continue to rock with me after one EAGER live where I accidentally
we had Taz
people what an open family was. It was on accident. It wasn't my fault.
Yo. So what do you see as the biggest drawback from European white people doing this sort of work? What is the biggest drawback?
Comfort, really. That's really what it boils down to, is they don't want to be uncomfortable. They don't want to feel bad about themselves. And what they don't realize is that you don't have to feel bad about yourself.
We really don't learn. We don't want you to.
No, and that's exactly what I try to tell them, is that the educators aren't wanting us to feel bad. This is our own problem. That's like our personal problem. Basically, that's your shit.
It goes back to something I've been saying for over 2 decades now. Guilt don't do shit. Like, I don't need.
It's not a motivator.
No, like I don't need that. As a black man in America, the last thing in the world I want to hear about is, you're trying to make me feel guilty for being white. I don't give a fuck about that shit. That shit is worthless.
And can y'all stop saying that we hate white people?
The idea that any conversation around race means that you somehow hate white people is the stupidest fucking thing you can say in 2026.
We have to think, non-deconstructing white people, they only discuss race to show their hatred of melanated people. It's all projection. When you've been raised your entire life believing that everybody else has you as a bar, that you are what everybody is clamoring for, that's what you're going to believe. Because I can't tell you how many times people have had a disconnect and have left our seminars, have left our classes, have cursed all of us because they realize we don't check for them. We don't care what they got going on.
Do you realize these people put Charlie Kirk in the same realm as Malcolm X and Martin Luther King.
It's
And
disgusting.
nobody stopped them.
Mm.
Nobody.
So disgusting.
And not one polite white person said, if you don't fucking stop doing that before we fuck you up. Nobody. It was.
I mean, we tried. We did.
Listen,
we
they
did.
put it when they put him up next to up next to JFK.
First of all, Gamble, we've already established this. You are not white.
You are not
Stop
white, sir.
confusing
We
the
explained.
congregation.
Like, why do you keep trying to claim some shit that you aren't, sir?
Look, Gerard,
we've established this.
you are not white.
Listen, you go by Nate only because you don't know your real name. You should just change your name to X, okay? Because you don't know your real name. Now, anyway, just saying. They put him next to JFK, and I said the only way they're matching is if we're going to talk about the bullet. But then it was like, he was our Martin Luther King. He was our Malcolm. You gonna put a poster child for mediocrity. Not even mediocre white men. A poster child for mediocrity.
Next to go argue with children.
Next to a man who fought for civil rights and one of the most powerful orators America has ever fucking seen. A man who literally learned how to speak the way he did by copying the fucking dictionary in prison. But and you're going to put Charlie, I've never done anything other than be mediocre, next to them two?
You're asking the wrong question. You're asking the wrong question. For a group of people who believe that they are so superior, why are you always comparing the most mediocre of yourselves to the greatest amongst ours? Why can't you equate them to the greatest of your own?
I mean,
it's a good question.
Because we're working with two different definitions of great.
Dix and I, we've talked about this. White people aren't concerned about really non-deconstructing white people. When I say white people, I'm not talking about your Caucasians. I'm not talking about your Anglo-Saxons. I'm not talking about the Scandinavians, the Germans, the Italians, okay? I'm talking about the people who gave up everything in order to be a void, a vacuum on society. They don't care about actually being good people. They will play a good person when the cameras are rolling, when the eyes are on them, because you have to keep in mind, we all have a public. The size of our public differs.
True.
At the end of the day, they're horrible, despicable people behind closed doors when they go home, when the cameras aren't rolling, when nobody's looking.
I have a disgust with racist people. I do. Like, I have a pure disgust with them motherfuckers. And it's like every time I say that, or every time I've been saying that, they're like, oh, I'll be the example. It boggles my fucking mind that they will put, and again, the idea that we hate white people only stems from the fact that we are not the sort of people that will allow whiteness to just, just flourish. I'm sorry.
And I don't know if folks know this. Racists have a look.
They do.
And a sound. Because anytime you talk about people who happen to be marginalized, who happen to be melanated, like when y'all say black, we know.
Oh, good Lord. That's a giveaway. That is a motherfucking giveaway. The way, if you're referring to a group of African Americans and you hear, well, the blacks, whatever the fuck else is getting ready to come out your mouth, whatever the fuck else is getting ready to come out your mouth.
I've already checked out.
Listen, you need to decide whether or not you want to get smacked the fuck up or you want civil rights movement. Bitch, make up your mind. Because whatever the fuck else is about to come